The stars had been quiet for centuries. For the alien species that ruled the galaxy, it had become a place of peace and dominance. War was a distant memory, one buried beneath layers of history. But for humanity, peace was a temporary lull between the storms of conflict. They had always been a species that thrived in the heat of battle, forging their strength from the fires of struggle. Yet, the galaxy's ruling powers, the Varkov and the Eryxians, had long since written off humanity as a thing of the past. The Terran fleet had been shattered in the Great War over 200 years ago, leaving behind only ruins of their once proud ships, relics of a dying race. Most of these ships were now relegated to museums or forgotten military outposts on distant, uninhabited worlds. On the edge of a forgotten star system, a long-forgotten relic fleet lay dormant. The fleet's ships, sleek, powerful warships from humanity's golden age, rested in a large derelict station orbiting a desolate planet. The ships had long been stripped of their weapons, their crew, and their purpose. They were just symbols now, memories of humanity's former glory, or so everyone thought. The Varkov, a race of highly intelligent reptilian beings, had recently stumbled upon the coordinates of this old human fleet. It was an insignificant find, something they were certain wouldn't pose a threat. A collection of rusting ships. They laughed among themselves in their deep, hissed voices. The Eryxians, a race of hulking warriors with advanced technology, agreed. No reason to even send a scout. Let's move on to more important matters. The alien fleet, equipped with the latest technology and weapons, found no need to waste their time on relics of an extinct species. They believed humanity was little more than a myth, stories of their strength exaggerated by ancient histories. They'd mocked the idea that such primitive ships could ever pose a threat to their dominance. However, the relic fleet wasn't quite as lifeless as the aliens had assumed. Deep within the bowels of each ancient human warship, dormant systems began to stir. It wasn't much, just a small pulse here, a flicker of light there, but it was enough to send a quiet warning through the long-forgotten fleet. Somewhere within the fleet, an old artificial intelligence system activated, its code shifting from sleep mode to full alert. It had been waiting, patiently, for centuries, and now it knew that it was time. A signal was sent, though faint, across the dark expanse of space. It was a signal only the most advanced alien ships could intercept, one that, at first, seemed like nothing more than static. The Varkov and Eryxians, still dismissing the relic fleet, continued their journey into the system. But what they didn't expect was that the quiet hum of forgotten warships would soon grow into a deafening roar. The first ship to come to life was the Righteous Fury, a massive battlecruiser that had once been the pride of the Terran Navy. Its hull, coated in centuries of dust and grime, now shimmered with the spark of new life. Inside, lights flickered on, and a low hum echoed through the corridors as its power systems engaged. The Eryxians, seeing the relic fleet begin to stir, laughed in unison. What a joke! These ancient vessels can't even keep their lights on. But they would soon learn the truth. As the Righteous Fury powered up, so too did the rest of the fleet. Each ship in the ancient armada began to hum with life. The engines rumbled to life, the metal groaned as it stretched after centuries of rest. The relics were far from dead. They were just waiting for the right moment to return. The Varkov, who had initially shrugged off the situation, now felt a ripple of unease spread through their ranks. Their scanners picked up energy signatures, old powerful signatures, emerging from the dormant ships. But it was too late. They were already too close. Without warning, the Righteous Fury unleashed its first salvo. A barrage of plasma cannons and railguns erupted from its hull, the energy of the ancient weapons lighting up the starless sky. The Varkov flagship, the Xalkoth dreadnought, was the first to feel the full force of the human fleet's wrath. Shields flared as the weapons collided, but they were no match for the raw power of humanity's once untouchable warships. The Xalkoth dreadnought staggered under the assault, its shields failing. The Eryxians quickly scrambled, issuing commands for evasive maneuvers, but they were unprepared for the onslaught of precision attacks. They had underestimated the humans, assuming their ships were nothing more than hollow shells of their former selves. The Righteous Fury continued to fire, tearing through the alien forces with unparalleled ferocity. The human warships, despite their age, possessed technology that was centuries ahead of anything the Varkoth or Eryxians had ever encountered. Their weapon systems, though old, were still a force to be reckoned with, and their armor was virtually impervious to modern weaponry. Each strike from the human ships was deadly, tearing apart alien ships like paper. As the battle raged on, the alien forces began to panic. They were no longer laughing. The human warships roared to life, their systems operating with a deadly precision that stunned their enemies. The Varkov flagship was destroyed in a matter of minutes, its shattered remains scattering into the void. The Eryxian vessels, outgunned and outmatched, began to retreat, their once confident warriors now reduced to desperate survivors. The humans, having waited for this moment for so long, showed no mercy. The once dominant alien races were driven back, forced to retreat into the deep space from which they came. And in the aftermath of the battle, the ancient relic fleet remained, standing tall as a symbol of humanity's enduring strength. The galaxy would never forget what had happened that day. The relic fleet had risen from the ashes, and with it, humanity's legacy had been reborn. The alien races that once mocked them learned the hard way that underestimating humanity was a grave mistake. For the humans were not extinct. They had merely been waiting for the right moment to return to the stars, to roar back to life and reclaim their place as rulers of the galaxy. The universe now knew one thing for sure. Never again would they laugh at the relic fleet. For the humans had proven that no matter how far the galaxy moved from them, they would always return with a roar.